ladies and gentlemen. It's Peer Pressure of Peer Pressure TV, and this is the newest episode of Peer Pressure TV. I hope you guys got a chance to check out Peer Pressure TV last episode. We had the fabulous Deja Lawrence on there. She is currently on vacation. You know, she had to get her little vacation in, but she will be featured on future episodes of Peer Pressure TV. I'm glad you guys have been following so far. We got 2 episodes in so far, and this is the 3rd. So we're going to continue building upon the current episodes and get this webisode series started and get more promotion and marketing for it. So, you know, we can be the greatest webisode series in the nation of America. Yeah. So, you know what time is for. It's time to get this show started. Alright, our first thing is social media turn-ups. So let's see what's popping on my Facebook page. Okay, a trending topic that has been trending on Facebook is growing up with strict parents. And here's one of the trends: growing up with strict parents. Make sure your friends know the story to tell when you're explaining to your parents why you come in after curfew. So an explanation I would possibly give if I had broke curfew rules was, you know, mom and dad, I was, you know, helping Miss Sally up the street, who was 91, taking her groceries. She had 2 big bags of groceries and 1 cart of groceries. So I've been helping them. I apologize for that. I'll make sure I don't do it again. So it would be something along those lines that I possibly would tell parents who were strict, just so I wouldn't get in trouble, you know, and get one of them butt whoopers or them timeouts, you know, back in the day. So let's go on to the next growing up with strict parents trend post. Another growing up with strict parents trend is that you tend to have to wait till all your food was ate before you could drink your drink, whatever that may have been, Kool-Aid, juice, or whatever. I hated that rule when I was younger because I always felt I needed something to moisten my meal, you know, to make sure that my meal went down, you know, smoothly instead of, you know, roughly. So having to wait, you know, after, you know, you eat your food to drink, it was one of those, you know, growing up with strict parent rules I disliked so far. So yeah, we on to the next one. Okay, we have a post from C Mayo. It's a picture of a woman who may be a cigarette smoker. It's an animated picture, and it reads, I'm worried that if I give up smoking, I'll replace it with murdering. So I believe the idea behind that post is you give up something bad for something bad if you have bad habits. So, you know, people learn to give up bad habits for good habits, you know, exchange smoking for exercising versus continuing a momentum, you know, snowball effect down the hill, you know, way of thinking. So that's what I get from that post, and you know, think positive, don't think negative. So that's what I get from that. Another post, we have a post from G Neary, and it reads, the reason many people never achieve their dreams is the inability to leave their comfort zone and take risk. How peer pressure gonna ever blow up if I don't take the risk and go out there in the world to make myself known? I have to take on the risk to become, you know, a greater entertainer, a greater person. So people who's out there achieving their dreams, make sure you take on the obstacles and path you know, that's necessary for you to get there. It's a hard one, but you know, you have to do it. You have to do it. That would what makes you a strong person. That makes you a strong person in the end. And that's always, you know, good, you know, to be able to fight past, you know, fears, certain fears, you know, and you know, be able to move on, you know, if you're facing some type of obstacle that might be hindering you from becoming, you know, on that next level, that next pedestal that's gonna take you to the next spot. So that's a cool post. I like motivational posts. So my Facebook is starting off pretty cool. You know, it got some good posters on there. Alright, off of Facebook onto my Instagram. Let's see what's buzzing on my Instagram page. Okay, let's see. Okay. This is a funny post. We have a doctor. He has a stethoscope and it's on the patient's chest, but it's not in his ear, and it's pertaining to internet porn. So I know you guys seen internet porn where, you know, they try to act it out as best as they can, but it's always some type of faux pas in there. So pretty much the faux pas is they wasn't planning on keeping the stethoscope within his ear and matching it up with him actually listening to the porno stars' heartbeat, even though they were acting. So that, you know, when it comes to internet porn, I guess they're just focused on, you know, getting busy and get to it real quick. So that's a pretty funny tweet, you know. I hope you guys get a chance to see that. You know what I'm saying? On to the next post. Okay, we have another motivational post, and it says, always be yourself, express yourself, have faith in yourself, and do not go out and look for a successful personality and duplicate it. So this means, to me, you have to be yourself to be the best that you can be. You can't go out there and look for somebody else's personality and duplicate theirs. That's called, you know, what they call it, posing. That's called posing. You have to be original to get, you know, and gain what you feel is necessary for you. You can't go out there in the nation and be someone else and pose and try to blow up. It don't work like that. That's, you know, unfortunately it doesn't work like that. So peer pressure is peer pressure. You know, that's me. I'm my own entertainer. Nobody else is peer pressure. You can't be peer pressure. It's just unheard of. You know, it's not common. You know, so be yourself. You know, if you're looking to go out there and make a name of yourself, and, you know, respect yourself and enjoy yourself. Cool little post. Okay, we have another post on Instagram that reads, the secret to happiness is to, and it stops right there, and it has a picture of the rest of it broken off. So pretty much it's a fill in the blank type of post. So let's see if I can fill in the blank. The secret to happiness is to, it wouldn't be a secret if I let you know that. So come up with your own secret to happiness, and you can make it your own and make it, you know, a secret to you. You don't have to tell nobody else. Whatever works for you works best for you. Whatever works best for somebody else works best for somebody else. You know, okay. Let's start this joint off with my current news. Now we're on to the current news. Our first current news post is the Obama visit to Kenya this past weekend. Obama visited Kenya. This is the place of the birthplace of his father and his father's lineage. And his visit was a 3-day visit over the weekend, where he spoke with Kenyan politicians and officials, and also the citizens of that of Kenya, to speak mostly about corruption, economics, and equality, topics of that sort. Trying to help get some type of new change within how that government is currently being operating, which is very interesting. I don't know if they say anything about him visiting his father over that 3-day visit to Kenya, but that's quite the interesting topic. Okay, on to the next current news topic. We have Chrysler agrees to pay the U.S. Department of Transportation for delays in action on safety defects. So could have cost many undesirable wrecks within the U.S. national highway system. And according to the U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, they will be paying up to $70 million to have an appropriate investigation on the Chrysler organizations dealing with properly creating safety procedures for defects in their products. So if you're a Chrysler owner, make sure you have up-to-date parts and make sure that there's no old defect suspension within your vehicle. If so, notify Chrysler, and from what I'm thinking, you'll be able to get get an exchange for those bad parts. On to the next post, we have the Iran foreign minister calls for a united Arab meeting with Middle Eastern nation to fight militants in the first regional trip since Iran reached an agreement with the nuclear world power trade that the United States and the world power has had an agreement with Iran. So pretty much what they're saying is Iran is fighting militants within the Eastern nations, and they're pretty much calling on support from world powers who I guess agreed or who are in agreement with the nuclear agreement that Iran has settled, and they're looking for help from those individuals. So take a look at this clip at what the Iranian Prime Minister has to say about militants within
Iran's Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif began a 2-day visit to Iraq today and is expected to hold talks in Baghdad on combating the Islamic State group, which has seized swaths of both Iraq and Syria. The visit comes during a major Iraqi offensive against the Islamic State. Zarif has pledged to stand by Iraq in the fight against the Islamic State and urged Iraq's disparate political factions.
Okay, back from that clip. Another interesting current news post is a female online vigilante hacker group who goes by the name of GhostSec or Ghost Security is pretty much vowing war against ISIS, the online presence of ISIS, and they're looking to disrupt the group's capacity to organize terror attacks. And one of the leading individuals within this group is a beauty queen from Jordan who has teamed up with GhostSec to combat the ISIS and jihadist terrorist groups act online. So it's pretty much like a cyber war. So Ghost Security, GhostSec, was founded in the wake of the terrorist attack against the Charlie Hebdo offices in Paris that happened in January. So those terrorists that bombed that magazine, Charlie Hebdo, GhostSec was created off of those actions, and thus far the group works to disrupt and I guess terminate communication of jihad groups, and they consist of 12 females from US and Europe, and so far they've taken down 55,000 Twitter accounts, over 100 websites, and 1,000 YouTube propaganda videos. So they are working well to combat the terrorist group ISIS with what they're trying to do in Middle East and also Europe and other parts of the world where they're causing havoc on the people. Yeah, okay. Apparently, there's a gun that was a gun patent that was created in 1969, and what the patent does and what it was for was that you could use this gun to shoot whiskey shots, hurtling at I guess a person's face. So this is an interesting post for alcohol connoisseurs or wine connoisseurs or whiskey connoisseurs. They have a patent, a unique invention that could help you, enjoy your alcoholic beverages in an interesting way. So this patent was created in 1969 by Frank G. Bone out of Wisconsin. And the irony behind that, Wisconsin is known for its beer, but this guy created a whiskey gun projectile. So that's an interesting fact that you guys could look up if you guys like drinking booze and having a little bit of fun. Look that up. Once again, the register of the patent is Frank G. Bone, B-O-H-N. Okay, let's go to another interesting post. Hillary Clinton defends her email usage. Once again, if you guys haven't been aware, Hillary Clinton was, I guess, investigated by the U.S. government for improperly using her email while in her current position during the Obama administration. So this is what she has to say about her usage of her email account. Take a look at this video here.
First, let me say that I am confident that I never sent nor received any information that was classified at the time it was sent and received. And what I think you're seeing here is a very typical kind of discussion, to some extent disagreement among various parts of the government over... Okay,
back from that video. Crazy enough, based off of her response, there was a response from Donald Trump about the Hillary email scandal. And here's what he has to say about the scandal. Take a look at this clip.
First of all, Hillary is now officially under investigation for the emails. Big. That's big. If you look at it, look, I don't think anything's going to happen to her because it's all Democrats that are doing the investigation. I mean, it's the way it is, right? If the prosecutors are honorable...
Okay, this is going to be the end of the show. So be on the lookout for more Peer Pressure TV that will be available on Peer Pressure Music on YouTube. Subscribe. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys on the next episode of Peer Pressure TV. Peace.
Scrolling through these sewers, maneuver through this hell that I was placed up in. Wanna lose, but I'm here to win. Wanna lose, but I'm here to win. Bowing down, pressure harder till I cannot stand. To spread my views through this damn. My design inferior to the superior. I'm superior to the inferior. Brain formatted from a floppy disk. If the computer crash, memory and data loss, which means the paper loss. So say your word to reduce the risk. It costs trillions of dollars to back up this nation, while the lender's still waiting on an asset that we cannot sell. Social security, postal mail, sold private institutions. Now they freeing niggas out of jail and replacing them for a lighter skin complexion for trapping. But they was trapping themselves into a corner that is hard to get up out from. The revolution started. Every Afro male is lion-hearted. Got them biting through that rotten carcass. I'ma start first, we're rebuilding our mind with this floppy disk. Changing the structure is gonna be translated across this nation easily. Not revealing no secrets, revealing nothing but brain. Just trying to get my people on a higher plane. Yeah, the time has come back around. A time to correct is now. A time to perfect by dodging all of these traps that I set. Open our eyes instead of making